Top 10 fruit trees that thrive in pots and small spaces. I turned a $3 pot into $847 worth of fresh fruit last year, and I did it on a balcony smaller than most bathrooms. If you watch until the end, I'll show you the one tree that made me $200 in a single season, and why most people kill their container fruit trees in the first 30 days. This mistake right here, it's costing you hundreds. Stay with me. Family, welcome back to Evergreen Gardening Advice, where we transform ordinary gardens into extraordinary sanctuaries. Every garden tells a story. Some plants bring life, others bring hard lessons, and a few bring warnings you cannot afford to ignore. It's never too early or too late to learn what grows and what destroys. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell right now if you are new, so you don't miss the wisdom that could save you years of heartache and thousands of dollars. To our returning viewers, thank you for being part of this growing family. We appreciate you. Stay with us to the very end. Drop a comment sharing your own gardening battles, and smash that like button if you want to protect your garden from disaster. Ready? Let's destroy the myth that you need land to grow fruit. Number 10. The pomegranate that survives neglect. Listen carefully. If you've killed a fruit tree before, pomegranates will forgive you. Dwarf varieties like Nana or State Fair are unkillable. I'm serious, I forgot to water mine for 9 days in July. Still produced 27 fruits. Here's why this matters. Pomegranates have compact root systems that actually prefer being contained. They thrive in 15 to 20-gallon containers, which restaurants throw away daily. I got 6 food-grade buckets from my local bakery just by asking. Free. Each tree drops 15 to 30 jewel-red fruits per season. At $3 each in stores, that's $75 in your pocket annually. Conservative estimate. But here's the beautiful part. They're drought-tolerant once established. Miss a watering, they don't care. Perfect for beginners or anyone with an actual life outside gardening. The fruit tastes identical to full-size tree varieties. Deep red arils, that sweet tart explosion. One tree, one bucket, zero excuses. Number 9. The fig that produces 100 fruits in one pot. This sounds impossible until you understand one secret. Figs prefer being root-bound. Putting a fig in a container isn't a compromise. It's giving it exactly what it craves. The result? More fruit, faster. Petite Negra or Chicago Hardy are your varieties. These aren't just smaller, they're bred specifically for heavy production in tight spaces. I've personally harvested over 100 figs from a single container tree in one season. Not bragging, documenting. Here's what makes figs brilliant. They fruit on new growth. Even if winter kills the tree back completely, it regrows and fruits the same year. No other fruit tree does this. None. Want a pro trick? Stress your fig slightly during fruiting season by letting it dry between waterings. This concentrates sugars and creates figs so sweet they taste like nature's candy, because you made it happen. Store-bought figs cost $6 to $8 for a tiny container, and they taste like cardboard compared to yours. Your potted fig makes them irrelevant. Number 8. The blueberry secret they don't teach. Blueberries are the easiest fruit to grow in containers, but 90% of people fail because they miss one critical detail. And it's so simple, it's almost insulting. Blueberries demand acidic soil, pH 4.5 to 5.5. Regular potting mix kills them slowly, but in containers, you control everything. Mix peat moss in, or use azalea and rhododendron mix, and suddenly you're producing better blueberries than commercial operations. Top Hat or peach sorbet varieties stay under 3 feet, gorgeous fall color, heavy producers. A single mature bush gives you 3 to 5 pounds per season. Have you seen blueberry prices? $5 to $7 per pound for organic. Your plant pays for itself year 1, then keeps paying. But here's the superpower. Mobility. Too shady? Roll it to Sunday, frost warning, move it closer to the house. Soil issues? You're working with a container, not digging up your yard. This flexibility is worth everything. Number 7. The lemon tree that never stops producing. Meyer lemons are famous, but nobody tells you why they actually work, and this is critical because they're the money tree at number 7 for a reason. Meyer lemons are ever-bearing. You'll see flowers, baby fruit, and ripe lemons on the same tree simultaneously. It's a grocery store in a pot that never closes. One established tree produces 50 to 100 lemons yearly, at $1.50 each in stores. Do that math. But here's what changes the game. Potted lemons are easier to keep alive than ground-planted ones because you control every variable. Too cold? Inside. Pests? Isolate and treat. Soil problems? You chose that soil. Money-saving truth bomb. Skip expensive citrus fertilizer. A balanced organic fertilizer works perfectly. I use fish emulsion every 2 weeks during growing season. Costs me $15 annually. My tree stays loaded. The smell when these bloom will make your patio smell like a Mediterranean citrus grove, and making lemonade from your own lemons hits differently. Trust me. Quick interrupt. If this is saving you money already, hit that like button right now. It pushes this to more people who need to grow their own food. And comment below which tree you're starting with. I read every single one. Let's accelerate. Number 6. Peaches that break every rule. Container peaches sound like fantasy until you meet Bonanza or El Dorado varieties. These stay 5 to 6 feet tall, self-pollinate, and produce full-sized peaches that shame anything from a store. Stone fruits have a reputation for being difficult. Container peaches destroy that myth. You protect them from frost, control their environment, and net them easily if birds attack. Try that with a 15-foot yard tree. Impossible. One dwarf peach gives you 20 to 40 full-sized peaches per season. Organic peaches run $3 to $4 per pound in stores. You're looking at serious savings. But the real difference? Taste. Store peaches are picked hard and underripe for shipping. Yours ripen on the tree. That juice running down your chin, sticky fingers experience, that's what this is about. Pro trick. Thin your baby fruits. Remove half when they form. Sounds wrong, feels wrong, works perfectly. Makes remaining peaches bigger, sweeter, and keeps your tree healthy for years. Number 5. Cherries without fighting birds. Dwarf cherries, specifically Romeo or Juliet varieties, solve the biggest problem cherry growers face: birds stealing every single fruit. When your cherry tree is in a container on your patio, you throw bird netting over it in 5 minutes. Try that with a 20-foot yard tree. Can't be done. Container cherries produce 10 to 15 pounds per season once mature. Fresh eating, pies, jam, freezing. Store cherries are $8 to $10 per pound in season. Your tree produces over $100 worth of fruit every year. And before you even get fruit, cherries give you stunning clouds of pink and white flowers in early spring. It's ornamental and productive. Even non-gardeners in your life will appreciate it. Number 4. The apple tree that grows up, not out. Columnar apples look like science fiction. They grow straight up with barely any side branches. Perfect for containers because they max out at 8 to 10 feet tall, but only 2 feet wide. North Pole or Golden Sentinel are your varieties. Here's what's insane. They produce full-sized apples on a tree that takes up the same space as a small shrub. You could fit 3 or 4 on a small balcony and have fresh apples from late summer through fall. Each tree gives you 15 to 25 real apples per season. Crisp, juicy, full-sized, not weird miniatures. The savings compound differently because apples store well. Pick in September and October. Store in a cool spot. Eat through December or January. At $3 to $4 per pound for organic, your columnar apple saves you money for months. Plus, pest management becomes easy. You can inspect every inch of a small tree quickly and catch problems early. Try that with a full-sized tree where you can't even see the top. Number 3. The strawberry system that never stops. Strawberries aren't trees, but stay with me because this might be the most productive container setup you'll ever create. Ever-bearing strawberries in containers are productivity machines. They deserve this spot at number 3 for one reason: speed. They produce fruit within months of planting and keep producing from late spring through fall. One container with 6 to 8 strawberry plants gives you fresh berries almost daily during peak season. Pounds and pounds from something smaller than a standard pot. Store strawberries cost $5 to $7 per pound. Yours are bred for taste, picked at perfect ripeness, eaten within minutes. The flavor difference is so dramatic that store-bought berries become insulting once you've had homegrown. I'm not exaggerating. The beauty? Succession. As plants age, you replace them with runners from your best producers. Self-sustaining system, nearly free after initial setup. Stack containers vertically, use hanging baskets, create strawberry towers. The space efficiency is unmatched. Number 2, the avocado that pays for itself 50 times over. People think I'm insane here, but dwarf avocado varieties like Wurtz or Little Cado absolutely fruit in containers. When they do, you're getting avocados that cost $5 to $8 each at stores. One tree produces 20 to 30 avocados yearly once mature. Yes, avocados require patience, 3 to 4 years before significant fruiting. But here's your choice. Plant the tree now, or buy avocados forever. Which sounds better? The secret is drainage and patience. Well-draining mix, don't overwater, give it time. Dwarf varieties self-pollinate. You need one tree, right conditions, and patience. What makes this number 2? The payoff. When your tree starts producing, you're getting organic avocados perfectly ripe at zero cost for decades. These trees live and produce for 20+ years. Do that math. Even conservatively, you're looking at thousands of dollars worth of avocados over one tree's life. And because it's in a container, you bring it inside during cold snaps if you're in a marginal climate. That flexibility means people in zones that technically can't grow avocados are successfully growing them anyway. Number 1, the banana plant that changes everything. This will surprise you. Dwarf banana plants are the ultimate container fruit. Here's why. Dwarf Cavendish or Super Dwarf produce full-size bananas in a pot, and they do it faster than almost everything on this list. Bananas aren't technically trees, they're herbaceous perennials. Doesn't matter. They produce fruit like crazy. A single banana plant in a container gives you 50 to 100 bananas in one harvest cycle, and they cycle relatively quickly, fruit within 18 months to 2 years. Then it keeps coming. What makes bananas number 1? The value is insane. Organic bananas are 80 cents to $1 per pound. A single bunch from your plant might be 20 to 40 pounds. But more than money, it's the experience. Cutting a bunch of bananas you grew yourself is genuinely one of the coolest things you'll do as a gardener. Bananas love containers because you give them exactly what they need. Rich soil, consistent water, warmth. They're tropical, so in cold climates you bring them inside during winter, where they go semi-dormant, then back outside when it warms up. The container makes this possible. Bonus. After the main stem fruits, it dies back but sends up new shoots called pups. Pot these up and suddenly you have more banana plants. Give them away, keep them, or sell them. Banana plants are in serious demand. Okay, I promised you the bonus that makes everything work better. The mulch secret nobody talks about. Put 2 to 3 inches of wood chips or straw on top of your container soil. This does 3 critical things. Regulates soil temperature, keeping roots cooler in summer and warmer in winter. Retains moisture, so you water less and trees stress less. Slowly breaks down and feeds your trees organic matter. I started doing this 3 years ago. My container trees exploded in productivity. Simple thing, costs almost nothing, difference is dramatic. Go to a tree service company and ask for wood chips. Most will give them to you free because they're getting rid of them anyway. There it is. 10 fruit trees that thrive in containers, save you serious money, and give you fresh fruit better than anything you'll buy. Tiny balcony or big patio, you can absolutely grow your own fruit without breaking the bank. If this helped you, subscribe right now if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next breakthrough. Drop a comment telling me which tree you're starting with. I genuinely want to know. Thanks for being here, garden friend. Now get out there and grow something incredible. See you in the next one.